Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. So today we're going to do a quick video on Saurus, uncommon champion, a 5-6 second speed campaign farming champion. Today, instead of just showing you a quick 6-second campaign farming build, I want to talk about some key stats to look out for when building Saurus to be your campaign farmer, and I want to make sure that we specifically build him without any masteries. I want to really focus this on, starting out like me on a second account, starting out the game, or mid-game in the account, how to use him as an effective campaign farmer. It's good to have him built as a full-time campaign farmer. That way you can go ahead and keep the attack percentage boots on him, and then build Kael to, help out, or whoever, Aethel, whoever you're using as your starter, to help out more in other areas of the game, and have Saurus as a campaign specialist. That's what I would recommend you guys do. That's what I'm doing here on my free-to-play account. A quick note on my free-to-play account, guys. I know I see your comments. Plenty of content coming. Full disclosure, I've only had it on my PC, this account, so I haven't been playing it as much as I'd like to, but I just installed it on an old Android device, so I am good to go. I will be playing both of them now throughout the day. Anyway, guys, let's take a quick look at Saurus. So don't worry, I have him actually maxed out on my main account, which I'll switch to in just a second, but since I pulled him on my free-to-play, we'll stay here for a second. Obviously, he's a lizard man. He looks like a lizard man, and his skills are pretty basic, right? Uncommon champion, very easy to go ahead and fully ascend, very easy to book up just by getting duplicates by opening mystery shards. On his A1, his wind cutter attacks all enemies. On his A2, attacks all enemies 2 times, has a 20% chance of placing a 20% heal reduction, blah, 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 blah. Who cares about the heal reduction? He's just there to do damage and kill everybody on 12-3 on campaign farming. So again, we are not going to build any masteries at all on this champion. If you do, though, if you do want to put masteries on him, I would just advise going down, getting kind of all the quintessential, cycle of violence, the whirlwind of death, the campaign farmer masteries. I'll throw them on the screen for you guys right now, and then ending with flawless execution to get more critical damage on him. So, but again, I wanted to challenge myself here. Let's just build a more realistic, kind of build for Saurus here. We will be using, 5 and 6-star artifacts, but again, not utilizing any masteries at all, since that's what I intend to do with him here on this free-to-play account. So let's go ahead and switch over and see what he can do, and again, talk about those 2 important stats. All right, guys, so here on the main account, we're going to go ahead and pull him up here, and all we're looking at is like I mentioned in the on the beginning of the video, right? We're really looking at here no masteries at all on this champion. 2 stats that we care about, right? His speed and his crit rate. Everything else, attack is obviously good, and we'll talk about that. Crit damage is obviously great. The more the merrier on those 2 stats. But when we look at campaign farming, 12-3 on brutal difficulty. Never go nightmare on campaign farming. 12-3 brutal difficulty. Here he is, Saurus. All we need to do is make sure his speed is higher than 101, okay? He just needs to be faster than Lord Shazar to be a campaign farmer. Now, the bad news is his base speed is very low. So what we want to do is get his speed to 102 without putting speed boots on him. So that's goal number 1, or 1A. Goal number 1B is getting his crit rate to 100% or as high as humanly possible. In this case, I have him at 95%, and I have him at, his attack is over 4,000. Why is attack over 4,000? Because again, we were able to put attack percentage boots on this champion, and that's how I'd advise you to build out whoever your campaign farmer is, especially if they're kind of a niche. That's all they do for you. For me, it's Queen Ava. All she does for me is campaign farm, so I have her in attack percentage boots, and I made sure his speed was, her total speed was over 101. So when building this champion, 104 speed, that's perfect, right? All I looked for here is, and I didn't even, level up all of my gear. I want to focus on the middle row first when leveling up gear, obviously on any champion. But you can see here, it's simple. I'm looking through my artifacts. I'm looking to see, first off, do I have any crit rate gear that has crit rate on it, right? Because that's easy to get crit rate in that regard. I happen to have 2 pieces available. I had 1 shield. I had 1 helmet. We don't even care about this champion's max HP or their defense or anything like that, because at the end of the day, he's not going to be taking any hits, right? He's going to be staying alive. He's going to be killing all the enemies. If he lands a weak hit or whatever, he's only going to be taking 1 or 2 shots. It's not going to kill him. So we don't even have to level this up all the way. Really, this is good to level 8 here on the critical rate shield, and it's good to have this helmet up to level 8 as well. I don't need these level 12 or even higher. I would prioritize, however, maxing out your weapon first over your helmet and your shield, because you could use the attack. So I just looked for any sort of a weapon that had some crit rate or crit damage. In this case, I got a double roll crit damage, so I'm going to go ahead and use that, okay? So the whole idea here behind getting his crit rate on substats or from artifact sets is so you can put him on crit damage gauntlets. And that's exactly what we have here. Now, this is the best piece of gear on him by far. I actually just rolled this while making this video. I had Avenging gauntlets crit damage, and I don't really use Avenging gear at all right now in my account, and I'm like, I'll just use this piece of crap gear. And then I'm like, wait a second, this is like one of my best pieces of crit damage gauntlets now after I got the trip roll on crit rate. However, at the end of the day, that afforded me the luxury of actually originally had 2 crit rate sets on him. I took one off and I put a speed set on him instead. I have just a common chest plate, attack 50%. That's it. I mean, honestly, as long as you have the crit rate to 100% or close to, and to be fair here, with my overall crit rate being 95, if I just went ahead and used a couple masteries, I could get 5 more crit rate and I could get 10 more crit damage with Keen Strike, but I wanted to kind of prove a point that he can get the job done anyway. So attack percentage on the boots, attack percentage on the chest. He actually has a good base attack for an uncommon champion, to say the least, at 1244. And then we have crit damage on the amulet. That should be your priority to go ahead and level up on the accessories. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and give him a try here. It's easy, right? It's easy. Continue, no aura needed, obviously. We have it on auto, 2 times speed. Boom, everybody dead first wave. Boom, everybody dead. Somebody stayed alive. You're not supposed to do that. But if we did have those 2 masteries, that wouldn't happen. But there you guys have it, a 10-second run, nice and easy. Is it the, best time on Saurus? A lot of people run him at 6 seconds. I've seen some people, I don't know if they're playing around with graphics or whatever, at 5 seconds, turning off animations or whatever. He's having trouble with this one, what is that, Spirit Gazer or something? But either way, guys, you get the point. This guy is a beast for an uncommon campaign farmer. And even though you guys probably, if you're watching this video, you probably already have a campaign farmer on your account, I would advise you guys, consider investing in Saurus as your campaign specialist. Don't even need masteries. Go ahead and put 2 masteries on him. You don't need to go ahead and grab Flawless Execution tier 6 mastery. Nah, you don't. Just put him in attack percentage on his boots, and then just look for that speed from other substats. Again, you only have to get him to 102 speed or above. Guys, let's not make this video any longer than it needs to be. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your Sauruses out there in your campaign farming. And as always, take care, guys.